everyone, and welcome to my new YouTube channel called the Cozy Nook. And on this channel I'm going to be talking about mental illness and chronic illnesses and how you can live a really good life if you have both of these ailments. And I've been meaning to get this channel going for many years, and I just finally decided that 2020 was going to be the year that I was just going to go ahead and do it and jump in with both feet. So today's video is going to be a little bit of an introduction to me, about me and who I am, and important things in my life, and just give you a little intro and get to know me better. So my name is Linda Jones, and I am almost 51. I'll be 51 this month, and I know I'm a little older than the normal YouTubers who, you know, are usually in their 20-somethings, but better late than never, right? So I've been married almost 28 years to my husband, Earl, and we have between us 4 children, all grown, and we have 10 grandchildren, ranging in the ages from 22 to almost 6, I think. It's hard to keep track of them all. So we also have 7 animals. We have 5 cats, and we have 2 dogs, which are Yorkies, and they're our little babies because all our other babies are all grown up. And Lily and Gracie are the dogs, and they're 11 years old now. And then there's Frankie, Chloe, Layla, Delilah, and Mystique, which are the cats. I'm originally from Richmond, BC, and I came out to Ontario when I was about 16, back in, oh God, 86. Hard to believe that long ago. That's a whole other story for another video. And I met my husband, kind of serendipity, actually. But that again is be a story for another video if you're interested. So I've lived in Ontario now for about 34 years. So as far as I'm concerned, this is home. And I'm a stay-at-home wife because when you have mental and chronic illnesses, numerous ones, you know, you just can't function as you used to. So, but I was a house cleaner for many years. I worked on my own, and which was really great because I had kids at home. And so my hobbies, I have some hobbies. I love to read, as everyone who knows me. I read about probably 450 books last year alone. So yeah, I love to read. I also do coloring, and I crochet and I knit. I crochet more than I knit, just because it's a little bit easier on my tendonitis and my wrists. So, and you know, I only know 1 stitch, but hey, you know, I can crochet a good Afghan any day. And then 4 years ago I took up coloring, which has been a lot of fun. It kind of brings out the kid in you, you know. I think as an adult you forget how much fun coloring can be. I find it very calming, and I really love doing it. And I also like playing Facebook games, which thank God they're out there because that's what keeps me sane during the winter. I like the hidden object games, which is really good for your memory too. So that helps me because my short-term memory sucks. It's the side effect of one or two of my medications. I don't know which, but that's why if you see me looking down, I'm reading from notes because I'm sure to forget something. So just bear with me. But you know, those games get me through the winter months and really make a difference in killing time. You know, because in the winter time, because of one of the skin problems I have, I can't be outside very long, so I'm not a snow bunny, that's for sure. So the Facebook games enable me to really just stay indoors and have fun and give me something to do besides just watching TV all the time. Hang on, gotta change the page. Anyways, the reason I wanted to start this channel is, first of all, I've had this idea in my head for years, and I have a mental illness, which is, of course, depression, and I've had it for, oh God, since I was 21, so a long time. Plus, I also have multiple chronic illnesses, which, you know, of course, I couldn't just get one, right? So I've always been really open about my depression, and I've never really kind of hid it from anybody. I've always been very vocal, and I really think it's something that we need to be vocal about. So I just thought maybe telling my story and getting it out there might help somebody else who maybe is just starting out with mental illness. Because I know that when I was going through it, I wish there had been videos out there like this or other ones that talk about it, because when you're going through it, you just seem like you just think you're the only person who's it's happening to, which of course is not true, but you know, in your head you think that is true. So I just want to bring positivity and joy to people, and just tell my stories so that people don't feel so alone and so isolated, you know, because the amount of people that suffer from depression and mental illness nowadays is, you know, astronomical. So I just want to bring light to the subject and bring it out in the open so that it's not so taboo and shameful, you know, because I think it's something that needs to be talked about in the open and stop hiding it, you know, because, and then I understand why people hid it for so long, but times are changing and I don't feel that we need to hide it anymore. And so that, you know, I just want to talk about it, and so that other people can start talking about it and sort of know that there's a whole community out there of people like us, you know. And it's also too, it's not just about the people that have it, but also too for the family members that are dealing with it, to know that they're not alone either, you know, because there are so many people out there, and a lot of people you know, don't even talk to their family members about it, let alone friends or coworkers or anything like that. So I just think that it's just something I've been really passionate about, and I've been really wanting to do videos like this, but frankly I've been too chicken to do it. So finally this year I just decided that, you know, I was going to give it a try, and if it succeeded then great, and if it didn't then I could, you know, check it off my bucket list. So the reason I named my channel the Cozy Nook is because for years in my head I had this image sort of a Victorian library setting in my head, and you know, a nice comfy chair, wingback chair set next to a fireplace with a nice side table. No, this is not my comfy chair. I haven't found one, so right now I'm just using a dining room chair. And I haven't found a table I like either. So the thing is, I have just a outdoor table covered in a nice cloth. But I do have the fireplace. That was in our bedroom over there, and we never used it. So I held it in here and decorated it all up. So that's kind of the image I've had in my head for a long time. And eventually I'm going to get a nice carpet here and just kind of, you know, jazz it up a little bit. But that's kind of the image I've always had, and I just always pictured us, you know, grabbing our favorite, you know, mug of hot liquid. Today I've got juice, but normally it would be a cup of tea or something. My favorite's Earl Grey. And just having a chat, you know, and just sitting down and just chatting like we were sitting across from each other. So that's why I called it the Cozy Nook. I've had the name in my head for years, so I thought, well, that sounds good to me. So that's kind of the image I had in my head when I was, you know, creating this idea. In future in videos, I'm going to be talking about living with depression and also living with chronic illnesses, because the biggest problem with chronic illnesses is that people can't see them. You know, like when people look at me, they think, oh, you look perfectly fine, you're walking, you're talking, you can brush your own teeth. And, but with chronic illnesses, they're invisible. And so there's a stigma that goes with that too, because people don't realize that just because you have a chronic illness and you look fine on the outside doesn't mean you're fine. I have many days where I'm not fine, but I do try to keep a very positive attitude, you know, in my head, and that's helped a lot. And I also try to look at the fact that I might have these problems, but they're controlled by medication, and I can still walk and talk and get out, and I'm still mobile. So that's the way I kind of try to look at it, is the fact that I'm very lucky that there are a lot of people out there worse off. And my motto has always been for, oh gosh, over 20 years now, has been every day you wake up is a good day. So that's kind of the way I try to think of my chronic illnesses. Needless to say, when I get a new one, it's kind of like, oh God, here we go again, just add it to the list. But you know, I've just learned to adapt and learn to live with them. And so, but also remember that anything I talk about in these videos is just specifically to me. What might work for me might not work for you. So you really do have to talk to your doctor, who's your best advocate. Also do your research, because you know, you have to become your best advocate, really, because a lot of doctors don't take mental illness or chronic illnesses very seriously. You know, for many years they'll tell you it's all in your head, and that's really discouraging. But you just have to keep like plugging away, you know, keep picking at them until they finally take you seriously. Now granted, I didn't have to do that with my doctor. He's been really awesome. But you know, it takes a while to find the right medications. It's not, you know, a quick fix overnight. So as I was saying, because for some reason my camera didn't capture the rest of it, you have to become your very best advocate. You have to do your research, and you also have to be very vocal to your GPs, because sometimes they just don't take it seriously. And so yeah, so you really have to become your own advocate when you're dealing with mental chronic illnesses. And always, you know, always please talk to your physician, because they're the best ones to be able to help you. So I think that's going to be it for today. I just want to do a shout out to 3 YouTubers that I used to learn how to do videos, because I didn't know anything whatsoever about how to shoot them, how to edit them, or anything. The first one is Gillian Perkins, and the second one is Sean Cannell, and Justin Brown. Sean is Think Media on YouTube, and Justin Brown is at Primal Video. I'll put their links down below so that you can look them up. They have an amazing content on YouTube about how to start your YouTube channel, what kind of equipment to buy, what kind of lights to buy, how to structure your videos. I mean, the whole entire thing. And it's also too, it's very easily explained. Even the guys don't use a lot of, like, you know, technical jargon, so that even somebody like myself, who's never done this before and is older, understood what they were talking about. And it's very straightforward, very informative, and you should definitely check out their YouTubes. I have taken so many notes off of their videos. The content is just amazing and very easy to understand. So please check those three people out, sorry. And yeah, it's just amazing. I was astounded by the kind of content they have. But those are the 3 that I used to really dive deep into all this video editing and structuring and everything. So, you know, please definitely check them out. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe also too, and hit the notification button so that it will notify you when I upload my next video. I'm hoping to do a video once a week. That's what I'm aiming for, but because I do have chronic illnesses, you know, I have to kind of play it by ear. So, but that's the aim anyways. But if you hit the notification button, then it will just notify you when I have another video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it funny to watch, I guess, or informative. You know, and I hope you take something away from it. So until next time, I'll see you next time. Bye.